Hello Riotards, and welcome back to another New Vegas Run video. In today's challenge run, we become Goliath, the giant who fought alongside the Philistines against the first king of Israel, but more importantly, the man who got absolutely domed by David with his trusty sling. Luckily for Goliath, Doc Mitchell was able to pull all the bits of rock out of our skull, and now we're ready to terrorize the Mojave Wasteland with nothing but our sword and spear. Let's get into it. Over at the Vigor Tester, we give ourselves 9 Strength, 4 Perception, 9 Endurance, 1 Charisma, 4 Intelligence, 5 Agility, and 8 Luck. For our tag skills, we grab Medicine, Melee Weapons, and Survival, then Skilled and Built to Destroy as our traits. To officially kick off this run, we increase our player model size to 1.7 to really hammer in the Goliath aesthetic. We head over to the saloon where we say goodbye to Easy Pete before removing his head from his shoulders. When we go inside the saloon, Sunny Smiles is not very happy to see us, so we decide to send her and Cheyenne, along with this random bystander, up to heaven along with Easiest Peter. Leaving the saloon and immediately returning allows Trudy and Joe Cobb to start their argument. We find it necessary to cut Trudy into little pieces. Then we meet up with Joe Cobb over on his favorite working corner, before killing this good Springer, and then confronting Ringo. Bye-bye, Ringo. Chet didn't offer up any tributes to the Powder Gangers, so for his transgressions, decapitation is a must. Luckily for Doc Mitchell, he doesn't make the same mistake as his friend, but unfortunately the good Springer outside tries to be a good shepherd for his bighorners, and meets the same fate as the rest. After giving the medical supplies to Joe Cobb, we can start the battle. Since all the good Springers were killed before the battle, the only man left to fight was Doc Mitchell, who, like the rest, gets beheaded ISIS style. The sheer audacity of them thinking we'd work for them makes us pissed, so we take the fight over to the encampment just outside the prison and destroy any person who calls themselves a Powder Ganger, before making our way over to said prison, where we kill Dawes out front to obtain his key. While inside the visitor center, we kill Myers and all the other gooners that thought it was a good idea to come into work today. We wipe out the rest of the prison before making our way over to Eddie and his guards. Hannigan and the rest of the unnames go down without even tickling us. Then Eddie tries to confront us. He happens to end up being the very first person we kill with our spear, eating 2 of them before finally dying. This leaves the final man standing, who happens to be Scrambler, but he doesn't stand a chance against our tremendous might. Outside, the Prophet Malcolm Holmes tries to warn us about the star caps, but he should have warned himself about us instead. Inside Hidden Valley, we chop up some scorpions like our name is Sub-Zero, before we make our way to the terrible, evil abomination named Mo, and his army of fucked up human centipedes, trying our best to avoid the AIDS-infected loogie balls that they were hawk-tooing at us. After taking care of the centaurs, we make it to Black Mountain, where we were able to reach through this fence to go through this door.
Intruder!
Oh shit!
Intruder! I've foreseen your death! Intruder! I have foreseen your death! Intruder!
Battle of the Goliaths, bitch! Too bad we can't use that fucking super sludge, that would've been nice. Once we take care of the blonde bitch, Tabitha, we show the Nightkin standing guard outside just how strong a real giant is. We take care of the Nightkin sniper and grab Annabelle, which we'll use for money later on. I also make sure to loot the storage while here, then take out the final super mutants. Looked like Neil for a second. Come on, twins. Let's do this shit. Oh, I want that helmet. I wish I could have that. Damn, that would be a cool fucking helmet to have. That's sad. When we make it to the Eldorado substation, we finally made up our minds on who we're gonna side with today. Since the NCR are all pussies, and Mr. House uses robots instead of real strength, we're going with Caesar and his Red Boys. We could have gone with Yes Man, but I figured Goliath wouldn't be smart enough to do something like that on his own, so Legion it is. With everyone at the Eldorado killed, we make our way to Novak, but not before repairing our machete at Old Lady Gibson's. You know what? A little treat for ourselves.
Hey! Help!
Oh, shunned! What the hell? I did intend on getting a new weapon from Cliff, but he didn't have what I wanted. I've never even seen this. Dude, we look fucking badass. Fuck. Definitely using this. Making our way towards Nelson, we loot these 2 dead Legion bodies for some more spears before making our way to Ranger Milo.
Check your fire. Check your fire.
Didn't like how you talked to me, dude.
That? Murderer.
And you were trying to kill me, dude. If you've ever played New Vegas, you probably have a good idea where this is going, as I talked to Dead Sea about taking on Camp Forlorn Hope, where instead of explaining every kill, I have a beautiful montage. After killing the last soldier in Camp Forlorn Hope, we make our way back to Dead Sea, who gives us our new weapon, the unique machete named the Liberator. And we immediately put it to use on Private Reynolds, who is an NCR soldier in between Nelson and the Teacup Mine. Not even gonna bother pronouncing it. Okay, Tahaki Cup. Whatever the fuck you call it. There, you happy? On our way to Cottonwood Cove, we find some spears off a dead legionary, then make a stop at Ranger Station Echo, where the Liberator really gets a chance to shine. And with the crimson coagulated blood of the NCR coating the blade, shine it does indeed. Besides getting Cottonwood Cove as a waypoint to teleport later to, we also have dog tags we turn into Aurelius of Phoenix, where we give him 41 dog tags. Definitely a good bit of hunting, but with one hunt down, we really want to hunt more. And Lieutenant Monroe is the very next person to give up their dog tag, followed by all of the NCR who has the Great Khans pinned down. After killing all of them, we tell Jessup he is free to go, and the minute he's out of our sights, we make sure the hostages don't have to worry about their bondage anymore. With some of the stuff we needed to get done finally out of our way, we make it to the strip, where we talk to Mick and Ralph, who have what I've been looking for ever since Cliff, the beautiful katana. We test that bad boy out over at Fort Mormon, where the followers and their shitty bodyguards decide to give up their lives trying to challenge the giant fucker with a katana. The last person alive was Wayne, who tried desperately to grab a weapon, but he was a little too late. This leaves Julie Farkas, who still decides to sell Stimpaks. Her kindness is immediately repaid with our sword. When we leave the fort, we get Vietnam flashbacks of the boy who defeated us. Since he was the spitting image of David, we tried killing him, but appears God was on his side, because our blade did nothing. This angers us greatly, so we head over to the Atomic Wrangler and slice our way through all of the guards, including the Garretts. Truly, no one could stop us. We put that claim to the test almost immediately when we head over to the Kings and kill Rex, then followed up by killing the King and Pacer, who were too busy cowering in the hallway to protect the good boy. Karma does end up catching up to us when we push our luck over by the New Vegas gates.
Have a nice day.
Hey. Off.
You have been warned. Exterminate.
I didn't even want to do this. Fuck you. With no other choice but to defeat these glorified TVs on wheels, we start hacking at them like we're Jason Voorhees with some horny teens. Inside the gate, we kill the rest of the Securitrons and also pretty much everyone else that we see as well. Once we arrive at the Tops Casino, we make sure that Swank is greeted with the utmost respect when we rip his arms and head off like he was a gosh damn Lego character dying, before taking out the Bin Man. Looks like you're all alone, buddy. How'd that happen? Had enough? We grab the platinum chip off Benny, then we kill Victor in front of the Lucky 38, then head inside and kill Victor inside the Lucky 38. all before waking up a sleepy Mr. House with a few blows with our machete. At the Gunrunners, we buy a more intimidating helmet, before making our way to Mick and Ralph, where I decided I wanted a refund for all the caps I spent here, of course without returning the product. And when I head into the New Vegas clinic, they are very hostile towards me, so we have to show them why that was a horrible idea on their end. Upon reaching the Boomers, we jump over the fence, pile up bodies inside the camp part of Nellis, make our way to our favorite named NPCs, Jack and Loyal, grab the howitzer firing mechanism along with anything else we could sell for caps. Lastly, we make our way to Mother Pearl and watch in complete pity as she can't even put damage on us, just before slicing her head off. Then we finally obtain what my heart is set out for. New sword acquired. Dude. Badass. With the fiery sword of Gehenna in our pockets, we head to the 188 so we can pick up Veronica temporarily. We have her give the password to the Brotherhood of Steel, then we dismiss her so she doesn't have to see the horrors to come. Okay. We're a friendly giant, you know?
Engaging hostile.
Aww.
You're mine!
Dodge.
This sword is one of the coolest things I've used in New Vegas. It cuts through their armor like it was made of paper, allowing us to burn through their small fry ranks, slowly climbing the ladder until we get the key card from Taggart, watch as Elder McNara burns in shame, then we kill Head Paladin Harden before blowing this bitch to Kingdom Come. When we teleport back to the 188, Ezekiel is very angry at us, so when we kill him we discover his dark, brony secrets. Oh no. Now that we cleared up some side stuff, we finally make it to Caesar. Then we replace the howitzer firing mechanism before making our way into Mr. House's hidden bunker. While here, we remember that we can't destroy these generators with a melee weapon, so we grab the plasma rifle in the first room and destroy all the generators. We wanted to prove that we're the strongest giant, so we stop to take on the sentry bots before we end up leaving. Caesar gives us our next assignment, which is to ally with the White Glove Society. Mortimer tells us his plans to get humans back on the menu. We kill Ted Gunderson and then sneak into Heck Gunderson's room where we smear Ted's blood on his bed and on the bathroom sink, and watch as the Securitron tries to arrest him.
Where's my son? What'd you do with my boy?
I hope this experience has taught you an important lesson about the value of human life.
You can't do this to me. This
I
is
know
a
it has
mistake.
for me.
Please allow me to escort you to the nearest criminal processing facility.
The hell I will.
Stand back, citizen.
Mortimer tells us good job, and we convince Madry to join Caesar's Legion. When we reach Caesar, we can tell his brain tumor is hindering his ability to lead, so he tells us to grab the tools we need to heal him up. Since we killed Dr. Usanagi, I didn't think we could do it that way, but luckily New Vegas kicks ass, and they left a way to do it, even if you do kill her. This allows us to heal up Caesar as good as new, then we get the mission to kill President Kimball. We do not stick out like a sore thumb. Not whatsoever. I literally don't know how they would even be able to tell it's us.
Just hold. Check your fire. Had enough? Where's your son?
What have you done? Oh, you dirty coward. Murderer.
Nice. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Giant invisible man with a flaming sword you're gonna stand up to. You're kind of brave. I left that clip in its entirety just to show you how satisfying the sword really is. You just feel like a straight up bully. But anyways, back to the task at hand. We talk to Caesar and start the battle for the Hoover Dam. Slink. I'm gonna have no armor by the time I get to my boy. When we make it halfway through the dam, we make sure to release the rest of the troops that were in the tunnel. Then we take out some snipers and absolutely bully the heavy NCR troopers inside the first floor. No, I found you.
Had enough?
Gosh, it feels good to just be this fucking big bully. Slowly making our way through, we hack all of these little people, or as we like to refer to them as midgets, before killing the heavy NCR trooper in our way, finally making it to General Oliver. We rip the assholes apart of any NCR member who gets in our way before heading upstairs. Fucking 10 super stim packs on you and 2 medics is, dude.
Had enough?
Of course I've had enough. You. Now give me all of your other shit. Let's get down to business. Gonna kill
You like
these men. Doink.
had
Wow.
enough?
Didn't think he'd be coming by himself. Hi. They don't even want to fuck with me anymore. Mercy kill. After killing the last man standing, we make our way downstairs to our good buddy the Legate, and when we reach the end credits, our giant stature fucks up the end slides. And we finally beat New Vegas as Goliath. I really did enjoy this run, only because you felt like such a fucking bully at that stature. Like, almost all of the shots were headshots, so it just felt so good. Highly recommend it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. This has been Right Red RPG with another New Vegas run video, motherfucker. Bye.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.